Hey everyone, this is Alp Actinis here, Managing Director of Architecture and Platforms here at KINETIQ. Welcome back to our KINETIQ Foresight for Finance video series where we're talking all about Microsoft Dynamics Business Performance Planning. In this video, we're going to be talking about revenue driver-based planning for forecasting. In our previous video, what we had talked about was account-based budgeting and setting the budget based on last year's data. Now we're getting into the forecasting process where we're going to be driving towards that budget based on assumptions that we're making throughout the fiscal year. So you're going to be able to manage your working forecast directly within the Microsoft Dynamics Business Performance Planning solution sitting on top of Power BI. So your team holistically will be able to start to do operational driver planning. So as an example right here, what you can see is that for our solution here, we're able to drive our revenue assumptions and cost assumptions based on unit price and per unit cost assumptions or driver columns. So for matrix level planning, what you're going to have the ability to do is you're going to have the option to be able to make adjustments at a unit based level right here. As an example, I can go ahead and change this unit assumption to 5,500, commit this change, and as you can see right here, the units have immediately adjusted to form our results. What this means for you as an organization is that rather than planning the physical revenue and cost assumptions around your top line, you can drive towards those numbers. This is going to provide you with two different benefits. Number one is that your team will have the ability to align on assumptions that drive towards your revenue and cost metrics. Number two is because you'll have these different assumptions in place for operational drivers, you will be able to compare those to your actuals data from where it's coming from in your ERP system, in this case Dynamics 365 F&O and your other sources. This means that you have the ability to compare as well as drive towards your numbers so you understand exactly where your metrics are coming from on here. In addition, we can also see that we have graphical planning available. So I'm also going to have the ability to make adjustments at a graphical planning level. So you can see here that I can immediately type in my adjustments, and this is going to immediately change my product assumptions for units and price and per unit cost assumptions on here. So you can see right here that we have the ability to use graphical planning to change our assumptions as well. So this is going to be a two-way ability that you're going to have within business performance planning to be able to make these adjustments and drive towards your revenue figures. One thing also to mention right here is that your team is also going to have the ability to make various different product assumptions. So say for example you're planning by product if you're a retailer, consumer product goods company, or by any other sort of driver right here. You're going to have the ability to be able to add additional products directly within the solution that don't exist anywhere to test your different assumptions for your forecasting process. This is going to give you control over how exactly you drive towards your revenue with operational drivers through the matrix planning option, as well as the ability to add new various different drivers, as well as product assumptions in this case, that allow you to drive towards your revenue and costs. So we hope you enjoyed this part of the series right here where we talked all about operational driver planning for revenue and costs. In the next video, we're going to be talking all about OpEx planning. Thank you, and this is Alp signing out.